Hello everyone, I'm Swati Sharma from Department of Management Studies. Today's topic for discussion is Human Development Index. It is a tool used to measure a country's overall achievement in its social and economic dimension. The Human Development Index basically it is a composite statistics of life expectancy, education, per capita income indicators, which is used to rank countries into four tiers of human development. So there are four pillars of human development. Before get into the four pillars, who developed this concept and who introduced this concept. Basically, this concept is introduced by Dr. Mehmood ul Haq, and he described human development as a development that enlarges people's choice and improves their lives. So there are four pillars of human development. First is equity. Equity refers to making equal access to opportunities available to everybody. Sustainability, it means continuity in the availability of opportunity. Then if we talk about the productivity, it means like human level productivity or productivity in terms of human work. Then empowerment, obviously, it means that have the power to make choices. So, what is basically which are the factors considered human development index? So there are three things like long and healthy life, knowledge, and decent standard of living. So how we calculate this for long and healthy life? We check life expectancy at birth and basically life expectancy index. And for knowledge, we check expected years of schooling and mean years of schooling, basically the education index. And if we check the decent standard of living, so we check the gross national income per capita or GNI index. So when we combine all these index, all these three indexes like life expectancy, education, and the GNI index, then we come to the point of like human development index. Then we calculate human development index. So this is basically the data for 2018-19 data. Norway is the first country where human development index it's 0.001 and its ranking is 1. So it means the HDI is very good. And next it's Switzerland, Ireland, followed by Germany, Hong Kong, Iceland, and all. So these are the arrows which indicates that Hong Kong is 2 point more 2 point step ahead while if we calculate from the previous year. And same goes with the Iceland, 1 point above the previous year's rank, and Australia is one rank down, and Sweden is also one rank down by previous year. So these are top 10 HDI index countries. So India's HDI, if we talk about, it is 129th rank out of 189 countries. So we are very, very, very far behind. So it is released by United Nations Development Program on Monday, and inequality and deprivation continue to be high in this country. This is the reason why we are at 129th position. This is India's statewide HDI. We can see that in India's state, it is like green areas are maximum HDI, and then followed by the light green area, right? And if we check the south part and the north part, HDI is good. If we compare it with the some eastern part or the obviously Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, they are very less HDI. So these are some importance of HDI. HDI basically it gives an overall index of economic development. It does give a rough ability to make comparison on issues of economic welfare, much more than just using GDP statistics show. It gives idea regarding areas of development which requires improvement. Statistics gives better decision making for areas having wide disparity. It is more focused on social and human development rather than only capital accumulation and growth. There are some limitations of human development index. Basically, wide divergence within the country is there. For example, countries like China and Kenya, they have widely different HDI scores depending on the region in that particular question. HDI reflects the long-term changes like life expectancy and may not obviously respond to the short-term changes. Higher national wealth does not indicate the welfare. GNI may not necessarily increase economic welfare. It depends on how it is spent. For example, if a country spends more on military spending, this is reflected in higher GNI, but the welfare could actually be lower for that particular country. So these are the limitations of HDI. Then HDI can highlight countries with similar GNI per capita, but different level of economic development. Like economic welfare depends on several other factors also, like threat of war, levels of pollution, access to clean drinking water, and many more. So these are some of the limitations of HDI. So this is all about this topic. Thank you.